Hi everyone, Michael from Soaring Heart Studio. That's soaringheartstudio.net, and if you'd like to write me, it's soaringheartstudio@yahoo.com. You can look at it, the addresses there. So, I thought I'd bring you in while I screen printed corn. This is for the display for market, for the fall display. I do a 3D sculptured corn. I've done it several times. Put wire in the husks so they can be shaped. I leave the strings on them so they look like the silks from inside the corn. Normally I buy a fabric that looks like rows of corn kernels, but I wanted to do my own, being everything else in the booth is going to be mine and made by me. I wanted this to be as well. I didn't want to bring in a fabric that I didn't make or create in some way. So what I did is I got a photograph, and I think I threw it away. I did. I found online, paid for online, I had to buy the image, of corn kernels, rows and rows of corn kernels. And then I had them, wow, there's some big holes in some of this. So then I had it printed up as a screen, and I don't know, you can, there you go, you actually can see it. So I had printed up on a Thermofax screen by Lyric Kennard, and she does the screens. She also does the frames. She can get you one of those. The only thing I don't like about this is I don't have a well at the top, and that's my fault. I should have thought of that and cut the image down so that there was a well at the top. So you can see my 3 different color fabrics that I printed by thick and dye and going over and over and over and over with actually I think 2 or 3 different bottles of dye. I think it was actually 3 bottles of dye. A yellow, a purple, and or a yellow and orange and a red. And did them in rows, and then did, you know, you can, it comes out very well on the camera that you can see this is light, this is medium, and this is dark. Because I didn't know what was going to work best, because I only need probably maybe 10 inches for a single, for all the kernel parts. So, however, this fits perfectly just about right there. So I'll be going straight down and straight across. Actually, I think I'll probably print the middle first, let it dry, and then come back and print the outsides. I've been putting this off because I'm waiting for all my materials to arrive. This is from Dharma Trading Company. I ordered Speedball screen printing ink, which I've used before, and I really like it. So I got more of it. I didn't know if black was going to be better or brown was going to be better, so I bought both. And who knows, it may be a mix. So I guess the first pull is going to be all black. And speaking of pulls, I bought a squeegee for this, but the squeegee is so large I would have had to go across the pattern, and I really wanted to go down the pattern. So when I went through all my supplies out in the studio garage, I found a cheap squeegee from IKEA. So I took the blade out and I cut it down to the width of my frame so it fits perfectly in my frame and pulls, you know, very nicely all the way through, without my finger being there. So hopefully that'll take care of that. Other supplies I have here are just a couple of spoons, clear plastic little spoons. These are wonderful for doing any kind of printing work. So let's get started. I think I'm going to start with a black because this is dark and heavy, so a black may work better on this. I may see it and absolutely hate it, and of course I don't know how the screen is going to perform yet. The image I sent her was delicate and kind of iffy. She also, on her website, requested that there are no grays. It's strictly black and white. But I wanted grays because I wanted a little more of a grungy, not a perfect, you know, kernel shape every single time. I wanted something a little more unusual. So they ship these with black electrical tape around them to prevent the lids from coming off and any spillage, which is great because I have received stuff in boxes that the lids come off and the entire inside of the box is coated in paint and everything else that was in the box. that really ticked me off. I think it was an Amazon, from somebody on Amazon. So I said we're going to start with black. I think I'm actually going to start with brown. Okay, so here we go. We got an up. Everything's got those seals on it these days. It's just amazing. They don't always work. However, this one came off beautifully. So, no, I am not working with gloves. And I may have just gotten paint on my, no, I didn't, other finger. So I'm not working with gloves. So I'm bound to get paint on me. So I want to get all this off, save as much as I can, clean off the lid. It's not going to be perfect or clean enough, so we'll just go with that. So throw that in the garbage back here, and you're getting another look at the studio and the mess that is my studio. It's a well-organized mess. I know where most things are. So let's start with some brown. I'm going to pull this up here and pull it across the screen. Trying to get it even across. And the pattern, I was going to put these over here so I don't get anything on that. The pattern almost lines up perfectly with the screen, so it's really nice. So here we go. First pull, I'm going to hold the top. I'm blocking your view, aren't I? I'm sorry. And let's actually just move you over just a little bit so you can see the top of the screen and what I'm doing. There we go. Can't see me as much, but that's that's to your benefit. So got our squeegee, got a little bit of paint up there. I'm actually gonna kind of squeegee it off there. Ooh, okay. Looks really good. Thank you, Lyric. So I'm doing 2 pulls, and I can see what it did. And I think I'm very happy. So let me try to get, I'm already getting ink everywhere. Okay, so let's pull this up. Yeah, we'll pull it up from the bottom. A little more weight down here. Let's see what we got. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's going to have to be black. I don't think it shows up enough. There's no way I can relay this, is there? No, can't do it. Now, where do I put this? While I'm trying to. And also now you can see the pattern a little bit better as well. Let's get in there really close and see so you can see it. Isn't that cool? So, whoop, I can't move that there because that's messy too, and I can't move this, and I can't move that, and I can't do this, and I can't do, okay. We're going to have to figure this one out. So I guess it's just going to lay there. Okay, so I want to pull it up a little bit more so I have more room to work. And I need probably 8.5 by 11. Let me get a piece of scratch paper from back here. I keep pieces of paper that I've tried things with. That, you know, instead of just throwing it in the garbage, I try to use them for something. So I want to lay this over the pattern. So you can see I just did it on the edge of the pattern so that when I put this back down, I don't get ink on my screen, which will transfer all the way down. So we're going to do this, we're going to pull that up, we're over about there. So I'm just going to mix the brown and the black together. Oh, there's another lid off, here's another one of these. Come on, baby. Okay, try the other side. Nope, they've sealed this one really well. And get my stiletto and get a little assistance. There we go. And of course now I've got ink all over my stiletto. This thing is wonderful. I use this for so many things. I just did a bunch of vinyl letters. It's spelled out soaringheart.net on and this was so great for trying to get the vinyl off, because that vinyl is sticky, oh my god, and difficult to work with because it is so sticky. So let's get some black ink over here. And I'll throw the top away again. Let's get Get a little spoonful and get some up here. And of course, I'm getting brown on my black, but let's try to get a little bit of that off where I put it back in the brown pot so I don't contaminate it. Okay, pull number 2. I'm gonna make sure I'm in because I was a little bit out last time. That's why I did a second pull. Okay. So we definitely have a mix of brown and black. Darker is better, most definitely. You agree? You can see it? Let me set this back up over here. I might get a little bit of, let's get this a little deeper angle. Okay, so pull that off there. And see, it still was a little bit wet, so it left a little bit of a pattern there. But can you see the difference? Maybe not. Maybe you really can't. So I'm gonna bring the camera over. It's gonna shake around a lot, so, but I want you to see. This is the black. That's the brown. It's gonna be really interesting. It's gonna be more maybe stylized corn. So I'm trying to set you back up and get you where you were. I have you precariously perched because my studio is too crowded for really a camera. And I wanted to be able to get my face in here for you. And I'm just kind of resting this against a lamp and a few other things. And let's see here. Is there any way that I can turn that just a, there we go, just a little bit more. So, see if I can pull this enough up to do one more pull. I probably could do, looks like maybe 5 pulls down this. I was a little crooked here, but the nice thing about this pattern is it doesn't have a top or a bottom. Whoop, forgot my paper. So I'm gonna lay my paper up on the ink so I don't get it on the back of the screen. I have flipped the screen around so that most of the ink is sitting at the top. And we're going to get our squeegee. We'll hold this and we'll bring it down off the plastic. Make sure that I'm in the well and pull. And I'm actually going to pull it up and I'm going to do a second pull to make sure that all the ink got through. And I know I'm, yeah. I love screen printing. It's so much fun. It really is. It's doing really well. I'm very happy. I'm getting the desired effect I want, although I'm not getting, what's the word I want to use? It's not quite what I thought it was going to be. Let's put it that way. But I am very happy with it. So, let's keep going, guys. So, while this is drying, I will show y'all and give it one more good scrape. Just want to make sure that pattern's really getting in there. And what was that? That was 4 pulls, I believe. Because sometimes you can overdo it, and you can see how much darker that is than that is, hopefully. Let's see. You really can't, but trust me, this is much darker on 4 pulls than that was with, what, 2 pulls or 3 pulls? So, and I keep laying this down here and getting a little bit of ink on my basket, but hey, it's plastic, I can wipe that off. Okay, I'm running out of room up there to pull the fabric up, so I have a decision to make. I really need to print one more. I got room for one more. So, I'm videoing. Sorry. So, try that out. That was my roommate, Patrick. He didn't know I was I was in here videotaping. So, gotta put the paper down again. I just lightly folded that over, and I hope it doesn't actually cause a ghost image. So I'm going to do a little bit more black because I feel like I'm running low on ink. And I'm just doing a little bead up there. I'll put that back in my pot, and put my pot back, and try to get this up. Try to stay organized so I can stay clean. Okay, so make sure I'm in the well. Give it a pull. I'm just going to do 2 pulls. There it goes. Okay, we'll set this back down over here and pull this up for one final pull on this. So that looks good. Okay, you get the idea, and that's exactly what I want, is the idea. And then once these are cut up, maybe it won't look so much like dots. So I'm gonna let y'all go from there. Like I said, this will be more stuff. We're gonna do compilations. I'm gonna do lots of little things so that you can, you know, see a little bit here, a little bit there at the time. So like I said, we're done. I'm gonna have to let this dry. Ooh, that really was wet. I'm gonna have to let this dry, and let me pull this out and that out. So I've got the fan running. Like I said, once this dries, I'll print on the other sides, and we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure if it's going to be brown or black, but it's all an experiment. It's all fun. It's all serendipitous. It's being creative. So stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching, guys. Big love. Bye-bye.